Welcome back. You're watching Commodity Champions. And Mr. Kochari, I would want to come back to you first. And we all understand the importance of a buffer stock, especially when the prices are trading below MSP. When you look at the current scenario that we are in right now, where the MSP for Moong has been hiked by more than 10%, Tuar, Urad also have seen higher MSP going forward. One, what is the kind of buffer stock that you see government bringing in? Second is, what is the kind of rural demand that you see picking up right now? And are you concerned about inflation at all when you come to pulses as a sector?
Yeah, as far as the inflation is concerned, I don't think the pulses has played any significant role in the inflation.
Sure.
The pulses prices more or less has been very stable, except we have seen the Tuar and Urad going up. But otherwise, if you look at the other pulses, they are available at a very cheaper prices.
Okay.
So as far as buffer stock is concerned, what we were knowing that the government is going to do around 45 lakh tons of buffer stock, which of course is required in a situation like this, where we are going to face El Nino situation, and the rainfall might be very erratic, and we may have some issues with the Tuar and Urad crop. So already, I believe that I understand that NFED has already got from the old stock and the new stock, they have about 38 lakh 50,000 tons of chana with them, and they have about 1 lakh 50,000 tons of lentils. So other pulses, if you look at this buffer, I think the government is at a comfortable situation. Moreover, the lentils are available plenty in the overseas market. Canada and Australia. Canada is going to harvest a new crop in 2 months' time. They have a good crop of about 2 million tons. And Australia will also have about 1 million tons. So I'm not concerned about all other pulses. They will be available either domestically or we can import from overseas. But there will be always concern for Tuar and Urad, as it was last year. And I think it's El Nino's. Of course, the farmers have got very good price. If still the monsoon behaves well in the planting areas of especially Tuar and Urad, I'm sure I'm going to see a good crop of Tuar and Urad. But if the monsoon, if the water is not available, if the monsoon is not good, then definitely we are going to see a concern. But otherwise, if you look at the overall availability of the pulses, I don't think there is any concern.
There's a concern there. All right. Moving on. Yeah.
I'll just complete 1 minute. We are going to run a campaign with Government of India to promote the consumption of chickpeas, desi chana. Because chana is a very, very protein efficient product, and this will take care of the protein requirement of you can replace Tuar and Urad, not in taste, but definitely as far as the protein is concerned.
We get your point. Well, absolutely. As has been mentioned, that policies and measures clearly will have to be structured around the way that we are moving ahead there. Ajay, what's your sense? Because, we have been talking to a lot of agri-economists, and they say that going forward, the concerns are seen in wheat, in rice, in dairy, cotton and sugar. Are you looking at concerns in many of these crops, though?
So definitely for wheat, it is the biggest harvested crop and the biggest consumed crop. And this year we are on thin ice, and definitely the government is thinking of a strategy to overcome this problem. So the problem as far as wheat is concerned is not immediate, but moving forward, if El Nino is really severe and we have much lesser rains in the second half and already it is delayed, the monsoon, I'm sure the pressure on wheat will build up, and the government is not able to give in wheat in most of their programs, and they have replaced it with rice. And if even rice comes under pressure, then I guess, overall there will be some sort of an impact. So we are all just waiting for the government to, come out with a strategy by which, it can make sufficient supplies in the country right now.
Ajay, what's your sense on where are the wheat prices headed until the next sowing or the next crop comes in?
So there will be a gradual rise, until the government intervenes or makes its intentions clear as to what is the way they wish to increase supplies in the market, domestic market, whether it's with the help of reduced import duty, or it will start, offloading its own stocks and look at duty later on. So I guess it's just a wait and watch, but definitely the prices are not coming down for sure in the next quarter or two.
All right. Mr. Ganatra, what is your sense? Because as you said, the government procurement will start coming in. There's 10% increase already in case of MSP here. What is that the industry is looking at? Where do you see cotton prices moving forward in the very near term? And we've seen exports of textile, export of cotton also continue to see a hit. Apparel export has been hit as well. How is the next couple of quarters looking to you in all the stakeholders?
Yeah. you see, the problem is this delayed rains. This delayed rains, that means if our season new sowing will be delayed by 15-20 days, so the spinning mill has to buy more cotton for 15-20 days. And our arrivals are also now ending by 25th June or 30th June. Our arrivals will be all down and there will be no much arrivals. So mills has to buy from the stockist, and stockist will not sell the cotton very easily. So I think prices will start moving up from the first week of July, and this, if the rains will further delayed, that will also create some more problem. And the biggest problem is import duty, 11%. We have 11% import duty on cotton. So if there is any kind of shortage in because of the El Nino, yield also can be reduced if the rains will be lesser in the second half. Then our yield also will affect. And last 3 years we are having lowest yield in the India. So definitely there are so many problems which industry has to be ready to face. But slowly the price will start moving up, Manisha ji.
So you feel that this is another sector where we are not expecting or anticipating any decline in raw material. I mean, it's a raw material for so many industries. So cotton prices, if you are saying will rise from here on, is there a quantum, is there a percentage that you're putting in for the next couple of quarters?
No, like that, you see, our Indian markets mainly run on international markets. So we have to, now if we see today, last 3 months before, China was 5% cheaper than Indian cotton. Today, Chinese cotton is 10,000 rupees higher than Indian cotton. And China is very bullish and buying left, right, center. Last week, if you see the US sales, China has bought 3+ lakh bales. So China is covering cotton. We have heard for China, there is a crop also. Coming season, 10 to 15% crop is smaller. So for Indian movement, price movement, we have to very closely monitor the ICE future as well as ZC. So we will follow the ICE only.
Oh, well, absolutely. We will be following the weather, the international markets, and of course, the interest rates, the currency moves. There is just so much that the Indian agriculture as a market will also be following up. So at this point in time, of course, as our experts tell us that in pulses, tur and urad prices could be higher. Wheat is not going down anytime sooner. And because of the MSP hike, many of these commodities, including cotton prices, also are expected to be on the higher side. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us with our detailed discussion on weather, on availability, MSP and sowing, and of course, the need of long-term measures from the government. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Commodity Champions. Thank you for watching.